This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Classroom learning is a traditional way of teaching and studying. It has been used for many years and is still a popular method of learning. However, with the invention of the Internet, online learning has become a common option for students around the world. The COVID-19 coronavirus pandemic has caused all educational institutions to change to distance learning without classroom training. Thus, online learning is a flexible and efficient means of acquiring knowledge. Arguments for online learning. Distance education provides a unique opportunity for students to adjust the pace of learning depending on their needs. It is because, most often, there is a predictable and calm atmosphere at home, and children develop their rhythm and adhere to it without additional disturbances. For example, some students may take more time to solve math equations but are quick to write French assignments. Thus, they can use the extra time to study another topic or school subject in depth. Instead, students have identical opportunities in the classroom independently of their abilities and experiences. Nevertheless, when something is unclear at school, children ask the teacher to explain the material again. This is not a problem online, and learners can listen to a lesson or part of it as many times as necessary to consolidate their knowledge. Moreover, tests that can be taken more than once work for constant repetition of what has been learned. In addition, the student can return to the material presented in the online format at any time to refresh the memory of specific dates, facts, and rules. It is especially convenient to do this if these materials are in the form of slides, presentations, or audio format when it is possible to return to any second of the lecture. Argument against online learning. It is important to mention that the experience of adulthood and the feeling of belonging to a social group are essential components that cannot be obtained at home. In ordinary life, children learn teamwork, conflict resolution, and effective interaction with each other. In the conditions of distance learning, they do not have many opportunities to acquire soft abilities, which are in first place among the skills of the XXI century. Therefore, children cannot develop communication skills during breaks between classes or on the way to school. This emphasizes one of the main advantages of traditional learning, which is the possibility of socialization. Counter-argument. During distance learning, students have the opportunity to socialize regardless of external circumstances. For this purpose, it is possible to conduct classes in real time, when they can ask and receive the opinion of others. Children learn to formulate statements and argue and prove the correctness of their own words during discussion and debate without arguments and quarrels. In addition, there are collective or individual meetings with teachers, which allow them to discuss significant or incomprehensible topics. Therefore, this is the experience of communicating with a teacher, and if a friend explains, it can be less informative and accessible. Distance school also has the opportunity to participate in lessons and spend free time together. In this way, students can exchange impressions or new experiences during online meetings, enabling socialization irrespective of the pandemic's development or bad weather conditions. Conclusion. Hence, distance learning provides an opportunity to respond quickly to the needs of the modern world. The use of advanced technologies enables students to review the learning material at any time. Moreover, it is an effective way of learning that allows children to set their own pace of learning. There are many means of communication, and distance learning is one of them. The idea that it does not establish the necessary connections and that socialization is not active enough is a misconception. This essay on the importance of online learning was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one, on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for.